Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. There's the whistle. And it's Gnabry. Lam cuts out the pass.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Oh, shooting chance! That's going to go a long way. McAllister. And the counter is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Roberto Carlos. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nunez providing an outlet on that flank. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Roberto Carlos, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now then, the ball's come loose. Driving through the middle. Chance! Goal! First blood drawn. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Gnabry. He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the finish! Lam.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's there to get it away.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
McAllister. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Hullet. He gets big. He has done it. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Vieira. Lam. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
He's got tall. Really well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Shot at goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gnabry. Out for a throw. It's crossed into the middle. Schmeichel is there to take. Roberto Carlos. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Bellingham. And it's Lahm. Lahm. Good spot, he's seen the run. Maldini gets over and in. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Vietnam playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
Please turn towards the screen.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Buriram United get the ball rolling in the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nuno Mendes. Gnabry. Spread neatly. It's a mighty effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam take the lead.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koller proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And it's Eto'o. McAllister clears. Buriram United have it back and can go again. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, the ball's gone astray. Vieira.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Lahm. Buriram United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Eto'o. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution on the field, Darwin Núñez. Number 20,
And it's Drogba.
Serge Gnabry. Coming
Xavi
on the
Alonso.
field, number 7.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Number 10.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected
Substitution in
source.
progress.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nesta. And here's Eto'o. Can he put it away? It's anyone's ball now.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's Drogba! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o! Cleared without hesitation. Now, can he find a finish? He can get that clear, and they're quick to get it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vieira. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Eto'o.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Ronaldinho. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. All hands on deck for this one. Neymar with the short one. Played in by Eto'o.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, what a ball he's in here! Drogba! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Desperate defending required here. Keeper's dealt with that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Koller voted man of the match and deservedly
And a
so.
quick reminder today to please take all
So
the
Jim, how do you
applicants
reflect
located
on what
by
we've
the
seen?
entrance gates.
Well, neither
Thank
side
you
could get
very
over the
much for
line
your
here. Perhaps
cooperation.
one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pullet picks it up from the goal kick. Can he latch on to this? Donadoni, Nunez. Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Bellingham, and that's gone loose. Well timed, excellent interception. Donadoni is in a really good position out wide. Vieira. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Donadoni. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Thuram. And the shot's right hit! No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Vieira. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking for options for movement. The less said about that pass, the better. And here's Donadoni. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Donadoni looking to get on the end of this. Vieira. Thuram. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's good vision. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Back into the middle, and he was alert to it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Foot in. Bergkamp. Here's Rodri. Can he get it through? And here's Bellingham. Bellingham gets flagged offside. Was just lacking in accuracy. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Rudiger makes the interception. He won't be happy with that one. Yeah. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gilberto Silva gets over and intercepts. Pull it. And here's Drogba. Roberto Carlos. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that could set him on his way. Chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
Oh, what a collide! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the first half is done. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Vietnam head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again. Vietnam carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Donatoni. And he skips past his man. Now it's McAllister. Terrific header! Now, what about a counter-attack? McAllister. And that's a good ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bellingham. Pullet. Very nicely done. Pullet stood his ground strongly. Traumeri. Nunez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gilberto Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. No, again, there's no way through. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been won straight back. Forwards and with intent. Threads one in.
Nunez really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Nunez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, important interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. Oh, well played, well played.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Nunez.
Look, it's a run defense.
Big header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
How hard can it be to time a jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it?
Coming on the field is number 7, Schneider.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Vietnam have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Bellingham.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Danger averted for now, and claimed it back swiftly. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. He's had a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
When it needed something decisive, he showed too many mixed signals. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Nicely worked. Buffon can pick that up. Well, they can break here. Hullet cuts it out. That is good alertness. That's a little off target. And it's Schneider. Oh, that's an inviting ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And the pass is intercepted. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Rudiger concedes a free kick for that.
Substitution.
Rudiger has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Lampard.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Drogba certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's gone for goal. Comfortable claim for the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Your reflections then, Jim.
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a doubt,
welcome
it
to
is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Gnabry climbs up big, and it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gnabry, big header! It's a loose ball. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Nuno Mendes. And here's Gnabry. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Goes in for the header! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Vietnam really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Messi. Bellingham. Liverpool finding their passes. Zakaria getting this one clear. Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos. He's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. McAllister. Schneider. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Bellingham. And here's Messi. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Thuram clears. Gerrard. The ball has bounced loose now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Eto'o. He can get that clear. Half an hour played now. Gnabry. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to get it clear. Gnabry. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a Messi! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Bellingham. Vietnam looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's gone for a throw-in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And he's been shifted off it. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Lam. Nuno Mendes.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Vietnam head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gnabry is wide and looking to get onto this. Roberto Carlos. Mohamed Salah might just make this. Bellingham. Thuram gets good distance on it. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Schneider. McAllister. Looking tidy in possession here. Picked out brilliantly. Great ball, and he's in here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Eto'o. Works it forward. Schneider. Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has not gone well. Hit into the middle. Liverpool upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Schneider.
Look, it's a run defense.
He gets big! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Kohler demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Kostic has it in a wide position. Here it comes. Mohamed Salah. Van Basten. And he's quick to get it clear again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. Gullit did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mohamed Salah is in a really good position out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Kostic. Rijkaard cuts it out. That's a little off target. Messi. Koller. Messi. Kostic. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that was somewhat errant. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Koller does really well to win the ball there. And it's Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. But they've got it again. And here's Messi. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Cruyff. Kostic. Rijkaard makes the interception. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gullit. Gullit. Beckenbauer. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
2 added minutes has been
Cleared
indicated.
without complication. 2 minutes to be added on. And there's green grass ahead of him. Iniesta. And that will be it. Vietnam are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And a quick reminder
Voted man
today
of the
to
match,
please take
and
all
deservedly
belongings
so.
Located by the entrance gates.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
McAllister. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chance for the header! He will be livid with himself.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Can he get onto this? Collier, lobbed in behind. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Collier. Good ball over the top. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this fella Giroud is the type of player who's becoming a dying breed, but has always proven himself to be dependable, robust, and if you're looking for a true target man, I don't think you're going to find many better than him in that department.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Chips it through. Giroud. It's Giroud! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Nuno Mendes. Still goalless at the moment. Hullet. Driving on and making good progress. Nuno Mendes. He rises! There it is! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that is out of play. Well, that is one way to stop him. Galatasaray look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
This might spell danger. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zakaria producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Gnabry. Collar, shot at goal! It's in! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 15.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game
Coming
here.
on the field
Neymar
is
coming on to
number
a
7,
rapturous reception.
Neymar.
It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Diving header! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gnabry.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, it's come loose! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted. Schmeichel gets it clear. Played over towards the opposite flank. Now there's a fine ball. And that has been clubbed away. Galatasaray have reclaimed it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Pull
time.
it. Roberto Carlos.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Saliba. And it's Maldini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good.
Oh, what has happened? Giroud! No mistake! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And the first half is done. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Vietnam head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 17, Hullet. Coming on to replace him.
So off we go once more.
Number 18, Hazard.
Interesting ball. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. In with a header! No, not the best of headers. Back into the middle. And he's being shifted off it. Roberto Carlos. And here's Azar. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, played through for the wide man. That's a decent clearance. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
They've played it short. Up he goes! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.